Okay, so I was stationary about here. I could see the Paramount on my right hand side. My passengers crossed the road. I loaded up and we set off. I'm doing about 15. This is where the accident happened. We carried on following this fellow because he didn't pull over. Eventually pulled into this space here. I pulled in front of him. There's a space in front of me still, and I went around to the back of the vehicle, so where mine is now, and asked the guy why he didn't stop. Anyway, he got out. He said he denied hitting me. He said I'd hit him. Went to the left hand side, had a look at his car, walked around the back of his cab and into his driver's seat, and I stood in front of the bonnet with my hands showing, my palms showing, arms stretched out, saying, I'm not going to let you leave, you got to give me your details. Anyway, so he jerked forward, yep, touched my right shin, it's bruised at the moment, and then what he did, he turned his steering wheel, the traffic was moving again, and looked over his right shoulder. At this point I jumped onto the bonnet because he was moving, edging forward, and he started driving from here with me on the bonnet. So he's shaking his steering wheel and braking at the same time. Probably did this 2 or 3 times like that, and eventually these lights were red that are coming up. He stopped, and some fellow from the right hand side approached. We've got the Midland hotel on the left hand side. He told him to stop, pull over, so he's pulled over, and this is about the place where I jumped off the bonnet, and so anyway, he got out. He was trying to throw punches at me. I stuck my arm out, palm facing him, and just kept him at bay really. I was screaming and shouting, so what happened, he wiped his wipers. He had a couple of pieces of cloth. He wiped the wiper blades and his windscreen and the bonnet, because there was my blood on there from my left hand, which had been cut because he had his wipers moving as well at the same time when he was trying to throw me off when he was driving. So he's cleaned his window, and he's tried to get back in the cab, still not giving me his details. He's tried to get back in the cab, and that's when I started shouting and screaming, I'm not going to let you get away, I'm not going to let you fucking get away. That's the sort of stuff I said to him, and I got ready to jump back on his in front of on his bonnet if I had to. I stood in front of his car. Anyway, the fellow that had the passerby that had told him to pull over, he told him, you can't get away, you're just going to make it worse for yourself. So he that's when he stopped trying, and he got back out of his taxi. So I called the police. I didn't realize I'd called the police and put the phone in my pocket. I was looking at my other phone, wondering what the hell's going on, why my phone's not connecting to the police. Anyway, when I pulled the small phone out of the pocket, the lady policewoman or operator, she told me that I'd already been connected for 3 minutes, so there must be a conversation recorded there. So she might have probably been hearing what's been going on for 3 minutes. So anyway, the police came, they walked me, one officer dealt with him and the passerby, the witness. The witness saw me on the bonnet. At first he was getting angry with me. The witness was wondering why I was on this fellow's bonnet. So he's seen the vehicle moving, he's seen it in traffic, and he's told the driver to pull over. So there's a witness there that knows that's seen that me being carried on the front of this vehicle. Also, my 3 passengers that were in my car, we drove past them, so they probably saw something. And the chap that was sat in the front seat, the passenger, he walked up to this place and he was videoing whatever was going on, so he's seen something, probably me being abusive at that point, because I'd been driven around on the fellow's bonnet. All I needed was his insurance details. It's not even a massive it's not a lot of damage, you know, and why do we pay insurance anyway? It's for them to deal with it. Let them work it out between themselves. So I don't know. Anyway, I got to walk back, and the police officer said they can't really do anything because the cameras are facing the wrong direction. But you've got witnesses anyway. So I don't really see an issue for prosecution. Let me get into this lane here. Anyway, there's another poor fella sat at the traffic lights. Right, that was it.